Welcome to the Imaginative Storm Writing Prompt of the Week session. I'm James Nave.
I'm Allegra Houston.
Every Saturday, we gather with a group of people, and if you've seen other videos that we have recorded, you know this to be true because afterwards we come onto this video and give you the same experience. Who are those people? They're writers that come onto our Zoom call from all over the world, and we spend 1 hour working with them. And in that hour, we generate a piece of writing in 10 minutes. So we won't be spending an hour with you. We will be leading you through that 10-minute timed writing.
I think I'll boast today that I think we had about a 13-hour time difference from the most westerly person to the most easterly person.
We did.
On today's call. So yes, 6 continents have been represented, just not Antarctica yet.
The penguins await.
The penguins await. So this is what we do. We get a little punchy at the end because we have an after chat after the hour, and our after chat today went on for an hour, and we're making this video immediately after that. So we are definitely a little punchy because it's a lot of fun, and we get into these incredibly interesting conversations. But we're not doing that here on this Zoom, although if you want to join us, which you are absolutely invited to do any Saturday, just click the link in the footer at imaginativestorm.com or join our mailing list and you'll get a reminder.
So what do we do?
What
we do is, and we'll do this now, we offer our group, as we will offer you, an image. And when the image pops up, we have 2 minutes, which we time. You don't have to worry about it. And in that 2-minute period, you jot down words or phrases like this on a piece of paper. We encourage people to use the pen, and we encourage people
to. That was your personal list.
Well, it's okay. We have words and phrases that looks like this.
It doesn't have to be that many.
And it can be messy. And you start with a blank sheet of paper like this, so you don't have anything, and then we begin with our work. So what we'll do is give you an image and ask you to generate words or phrases.
Short phrases, like no more than maybe 3 or 4 words at most. Whatever pops into your mind as you look at the image. They don't have to, the words and phrases don't have to have anything to do with the image at all. In fact, if they don't, so much the better. The more random, the better. So we will put the image up on the screen now and time you for 2 minutes, and you can make your list.
So now you've generated a list, and your list is your private list, like everyone else on the call. After all the folks spend the 2 minutes getting the words, we go around the Zoom room and ask each person to give us one word or phrase from their list, and everyone on the call jots each word or phrase down, and we all end up with a personal list and a community list. So we're going to share our community list with you, and Allegra is going to read it for you, and she's going to read it out loud.
Quilted, overstuffed, stitch my life, silky smile, baby, oh baby, straitjacket, killing one bird with 2 fingers, bygone era, not my style, grasping, chubby chops, big boy burger, finger food, encased, baby in red, squabble.
I like chubby chops. Chubby chops.
There were a couple of people in my breakout room who used chubby chops.
So now you have our list, and you also have your personal list. And after we complete that in our gathering, we ask everybody to take 10 minutes and generate a piece of writing. Spontaneous writing, you might call it. It's certainly imaginative writing, letting your imagination just inform you as you go. And the way that people work with a list, they sometimes, if somebody gets really ambitious, they'll try to include all of the words on the community list. I've tried that a few times. I managed to get quite a few. Or some people will look at the community list or look at their own personal list, take one word or phrase, and build from there.
And never look back at the list at all. Or you build from there and you feel yourself kind of searching. This happened to me today, searching for word. The word wouldn't come out of my head. And I thought, well, I'll look back at the list and maybe that'll give me the word. And of course, it didn't give me the word that I had been searching for in my head. It gave me something different, but it took what I was writing. It gave it a whole new infusion of energy. So these lists, they're personal. I did them on 2 different pieces of paper. This was my personal list, and this was the group list. They're there as toys for your imagination to play with, but they're also there as fuel. You can, kind of look back at them and get a little hit of energy if you feel yourself, flagging as you write. Or, as Nave said, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll just gain more and more and more steam, and you'll go off in some direction that has nothing to do with the picture and nothing to do with the word list at all. And that's great too. So wherever your imagination wants to take you, that's where you should go, long or short. We've had people who wrote haikus. We've had people who seem to manage to cover 3 pages. I don't know how they do it in 10 minutes, but they do.
Your time begins now. 10 minutes later, you have something that never existed before. It's original. Everything we do is absolutely brand new because we're the ones who do it. You did something that's never happened before, and now you have it. After everybody generates the work, we ask people to go into Zoom rooms and have a bit of an open mic. We ask them to read the work aloud. No critique, nobody says anything. We just enjoy what the person reads, and we move on from there. So what we'd like for you to do is to experience a bit of that by putting us on pause and taking this opportunity now just to read your work to the room, or if there's somebody in the room and you feel moved and a bit brave, you can read it to somebody in the room.
So put us on pause now, and please do read what you wrote aloud. When we come back, I'll give you a few more thoughts on why that's so valuable. So Nave said no critique, but that doesn't mean we don't respond in our breakout rooms when people read. We can't help it because inevitably there's always something that in the pieces that everybody writes, sometimes the whole piece, sometimes just one sentence, but there is something that just makes you want to cheer, makes you want to appreciate, show that writer your appreciation. And likely you felt that when you read what you wrote aloud. You felt that appreciation for your own writing when an image or a sentence or an insight just popped for you. And that is valuable because you don't get that when you read silently on the page. You get it a little bit, but not so much, because when you're reading silently on the page, you're able to edit. So you're really looking for what you want to change. But when you're reading it aloud, even if you improv a little bit, you can't change what's on the page because then you would have to stop reading. So you're not in that same editing mind. You're still in a generative mind, and your body responds to what you like in your writing. You get a little hit of dopamine. Your body chemically says to you, "Ooh, yes, I like that. I want more of that." And because your body is saying that to you, it's not a rational mind thing. As you practice this, and as you practice reading your work aloud, every time you sit down to write going forward, you will be more and more simply drawn to what you like best about your writing, because your body wants that little hit of dopamine again. And so that's how you find your voice. You've always had it, but whatever, develop your voice, learn to value your voice as a writer. It's the reading aloud.
And reading aloud will go even beyond what you write. When you allow yourself to read aloud and listen to yourself, you're visiting with you. It's a way that will help you begin to understand a part of your personality that you might not have considered having that much strength, that much power, that much information. So the spoken word it's been with us for as long as we've been speaking. So we encourage people to lean into an appreciative sensibility about something that's been with us all along. You talk all the time. Can I have a coffee? I'll fill up my gas tank. You sometimes maybe gossip. Often maybe you don't stop to think, I could also use that power, that skill in a way that will help me appreciate my creative range. And that goes beyond the written word. It goes into the whole world. And the voice is the thing that people will often say, gee, when the person has moved on and they're no longer with us on this earth, they say, I'd love to hear the voice again. I'd love to hear my mother's voice or my brother's voice. It's gone now. I wish I had recorded it. It's a great power, and we encourage you to appreciate something that you've had all along in a different way than maybe you've thought about it before. So there's more to it than just reading aloud here. It's a bit of a reverent thing in a way, being reverent for your own power, your own range, your own creative depth. So I didn't mean to get into that, but somehow thought it was worth saying right now.
And in fact, that's the first time Nave's ever talked about it being a reverent thing. And I think that's Wonderful. I'm so glad you just said that. So the other thing we want to tell you about, well, there are a few other things, but the first one is to let you know that we have a platform where you can share your work more widely than that room that you just read in. It's called the Circle. It's a Circle platform. That's a
like 360, yay for us.
And this video, which I prepared earlier, will show you how to do it. Go to imaginativestorm.com and click on Community. You will see Imaginative Storm Circle. So you click on that, share your writing, no criticism, just appreciation. You can click on the image or on the button, and it will take you to the circle. You will have to sign in. If you haven't been there before, you will have to sign in with a username and a password. It's also free. And then click on Prompt of the Week. And under Prompt of the Week, you will see all of these prompts, almost 5 years worth. So you'll be able to work with any of those if you so choose. But I will click on today's. Here we have it. After I have finished this video via link here, join us on YouTube. You will see the image. You will see the word list. And then you will see what people wrote and what people commented on what people wrote. Sometimes people read what they wrote and upload the recording, as Stuart did here. And Regina gave hers a title. Not everybody does. And as you see, it's really very straightforward. You can like and reply to other people. And then if you would like to post what you wrote, you just click here in what are your thoughts, and you write, these are my thoughts, whatever you wrote to the prompt, and click post. And you're done.
Okay, now you know how to join our community. We hope you do. Every Saturday, we're here on the Zoom call. It's 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern time, and then people from all over the world figure out the time frames from that one point. Imaginativestorm.com is where you'll find a link for that and some of the many resources we've developed over the last 5 years, and even more than that. So we've got a lot there for you. We'd love to have you participate as much as you feel comfortable participating in. Thank you for being here, participating like you're doing today. So yes, we hope that you will join us one Saturday. Maybe you'll join us for an online workshop. Maybe you'll feel motivated to come to Taos, New Mexico, or another place where we do a retreat, and join us in person. So till then, lean into the world, take it easy, and we hope to see you sometime soon. Goodbye.